Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Fredrick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. You know, in the recent videos, we really focused on comparing the difference between a Freightliner and a pickup. And as we've gone through that, you know, enough time has passed now that we can say, okay, we made the decision, we're going to purchase a Freightliner. Now we need to do our research and figure out which one. So in today's video, we're going to focus on the difference between Summit hauler and a lot of the competition. So this is a 2024 Freightliner M2 106. And the conversion is Summit hauler. So as we focus in on this particular truck, let's talk about what makes it different, why you should buy this particular one. Well, it's a 2024. It is the Summit hauler conversion, and the color is rather unique. It's a dark blue, and that color is going to match up well with a lot of either horse trailers or fifth wheel camper trailers. As you can see, if you look at the bed, it comes with two storage compartments on each side. There's a smaller one in the back and a larger one in front. So I got with our parts department and basically told them, load me up, because I want to show just how much stuff can be put in that storage compartment. So we'll start taking it out and send it on the bed of the truck, and you can see how much this can hold. There's what's called a pig mat, which basically absorbs fluids. Windshield wiper fluid. Spray on speed wax. There's some refrigerant. Spare lights. There's a battery jump starter. Power steering fluid and a freeze. Now all these parts can be purchased in our parts department. Penetrating oil, orange cleaner, some wipes, soap, windshield wipers, DEF fluid, it never hurts to have an extra belt, there's fuel water separator replacement, tire repair kit, gloves, more spare lights, more spare lights, there's brake cleaner and glass cleaner. Now we still have an air hose in here because there's a connection to an air hookup, plus a spare battery. So if we could look, just run a shot up top of just all the items that we just took out of there. As you can see, it takes up almost half of the bed. So you're able to put in an incredible amount of items into that storage compartment. And there's one on the other side that is the exact same size. So as we continue forward, under here is the trickle charger. So if you're on a trip at night, you want to have the lights on, that will assist the batteries in maintaining power. As we come forward, under here is one of two 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. It'll balance itself out, but when you go to fuel it up, you'll want to do that independently. Beside it is the DEF tank, which holds up to 6 gallons. Recent data is showing about 350 miles per 1 gallon of DEF. This is the block heater, so people in cold climates can plug that truck in. As we come around, we'll take a shot directly in front. And we'll start at the ground and work our way up. Tow hooks located directly in the center. As you can see, the bumper breaks into 3 sections, because if we are in an accident and ding one part of it up, we can simply replace that without having to do the entire bumper. We go up and find an aftermarket grill. Above that, as we focus in on the hood, that hood is made of compressed fiberglass. Therefore, it is extremely tough and durable. We had a hailstorm came in that demolished the pickups, but by taking a look at the hood of the Freightliners, you couldn't tell anything had happened. On up to the windshield, 2,500 square inches of glass. That, coupled with the fact that we are already above traffic, makes visibility simply outstanding. And finally, as we go on up, we see a row of orange lights running across the top just to assist the truck in lighting itself up. As we take a look under the hood, that is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. You see how things are color coordinated. There's different colors under here. Where we see the red, we leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. But where we see yellow, such as here and directly across, now that's things we can check in a pre-trip inspection and add fluids to if we need to. Here is the fuel water separator. If we do leave lights on and something happens and the batteries die, we can jump start the vehicle right there. The batteries are actually located underneath the back seat. Next, we'll come in and look at the tires. Those are Michelin 255 or 255 80R 22.5. Now, we talked about what makes the Summit hauler unique. Well, here is one thing. Those are tire balancers, an additional drum that's installed. Those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic fluid. So as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, it balances the entire rotating mass. Therefore, things are safer if everything is balanced. It makes for a more comfortable ride. In addition to that, it will extend tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5N231372. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger seats are air ride. And if we take a look at the seat itself, this one's a little different. It comes with the blue stitching that matches the outside of the truck. Now, the adjustments for the air can be made right here. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. In addition, the seats can be heated as well. we notice a small pedal underneath the steering wheel. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. Finally, it comes with a kill switch located here. Chances are whoever buys this truck isn't going to use it for a daily driver. It may sit a month, maybe two. So by utilizing that kill switch, it will extend the life of the batteries. Next, we'll go to the back seat. The back seat can be made down into a bed simply by pushing a button and then taken back up to the normal sitting position. Now we'll walk back and take a look at the bed. The truck comes with 4-inch rails running along each side. As we take a look directly behind, and we'll start at the top and work our way back. The backup camera is located directly in the center. As we come on down, this truck comes with an additional storage box. I've talked about them several times in previous videos, so this is what they look like. So if you have larger items that won't fit in the storage boxes or simply need more room, you can get one of these if it does not already have it, and we can have it installed here, or it's very simple to install. We can have it sent directly to your location, but this specific truck already comes with it. We see how a trough is cut out of the bed of the truck. Numerous trade-ins have had this all beat up back here. So by cutting a trough out, simply eliminates that. It comes with a gooseneck ball already. However, a high percentage of my customers purchase the Hensley hitch. Now that is a hitch that is on airbags. Basically, it makes it air suspension. So not only will you not feel every little bump in the road, but you will prolong trailer life as well. Here's where we hook up the lights. As we come on back, this is for the Voyager system. Now that's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you are in need of additional lights, you can simply plug them in there. Below that is where you hook up the lights for a bumper pull trailer. And finally, as we go on down, we see the hitch for the bumper pull. Another advantage to the Summit hauler conversion is over behind the rear tires or over the suspension, an extra 800 pounds is put on. That is because when we look at the truck from the side, obviously there's more weight in the front than the back. So by putting extra weight over the rear end, that helps with a couple of things. It helps prevent hydroplaning if we're driving in rain. In addition to that, it helps with traction if we are in mud. Now we've talked about it before, but I want to touch on it again. The biggest difference, one of the biggest differences between Freightliners and pickups is the braking system. This comes with air brakes. Well, compare that to hydraulic brakes from a pickup. If you have a small leak in both, that leak is just going to continue to run out of the hydraulic lines until A, you get the whole line replaced in the fluid filled, or B, it simply all runs out and we go to hit the brakes and there's nothing there. Compare that to air brakes. If there's a small air leak, there's an unlimited supply of air, so you can simply keep replenishing it until you get a chance to get those lines replaced. Let's talk about warranties for a second. The Freightliner warranty is 2 years, unlimited miles. It's 5 years, unlimited miles on the transmission. 3 years, 36,000 miles on the conversion. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, you see how much room it offers. It too is air ride. Now underneath gives us access to the cab air filters. As we take a look at the back seat, biggest thing we can see from this shot just shows us how much room and space is available. An advantage that the Summit hauler conversion offers, these are the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today. I've had customers that actually drive luxury cars crawl in there and tell me that these seats are more comfortable than what they have. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. Now, as we take a look directly in front, just confirms what we were talking about on the outside. See how much we can see? Because we're above traffic, and since we have this large amount of glass, we can see things coming along the sides as well. The backup camera is located right here, so it's right above the steering wheel. So if we need to use it, all we got to do is glance up, and it's right there. As we look at the dash, this is wraparound. See, it's not flat. So when you're driving, if you need to make any type of an adjustment, it's very simple to get to. This is the engine brake. This is an important one. Now the pickups have just a little hydraulic or a little exhaust brake that covers the exhaust and helps restrict the flow to slow things down. That's an engine brake. So if you're coming down a sharp decline, in this case you have about 350 horsepower coming at you. Therefore, it slows everything down. Consequently, things are safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. Automatic transmission. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to go, release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and you're on your way. You can turn it into a manual simply by pushing the mode button. Furthermore, a couple of things these arrows do. If you push them both at the same time, it'll let you know what's going on the hood by this little screen here. Oil level good, oil life, filters are all okay, transmission health is good, and there's no codes. So by pushing those at the same time informs you what's going on. Cruise control right here. Intermittent marker lights here. This is a Stinger radio. Traction control here. This locks the differential. Windows. This is the mirror heater. This is the dump valve. So that lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. You would use that when hooking up your trailer. Let all the air out, utilize your backup camera, makes hooking up your trailer very simple. This is the light test button. So when you press that, all the lights on the outside of the truck light up. Consequently, you can make sure everything's working before you start on your journey. This is rear air conditioning. So you turn that to blue and turn the fan on. Let's cold air blow to the back of the cab. Conversely, you can turn it to red for heat in the winter. Red arc trailer located here. This dial is for the stereo. This is climate control. Cup holders here. And as we open up, we see more than ample storage room located here. So as we review, this is a 2024 Freightliner M2 106 with a Summit hauler conversion. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.